Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a... I need to see your screen. Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a fifth grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTCtv and let us help you show the world your events. Welcome everybody to GTC TV, brought to you by GT Champions, and I'm your host Chris. We are here with picks in the background, putting together the first broadcast here of the Pan Am Racing Series, the GT3 Sprint Series. It's their first season here doing this one, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're at Oschersleben. Folks, I literally looked that up and listened to it a million ways to try to get that one right. Anyway, Oschersleben, we are having some GT3 racing here. It's a fun little course. It's got some couple fast straights on it and a lot of windy bits, so it's going to be a little fun. Welcome to all of those who are new to GT Champions. In case you were curious, GTCtv, our broadcasting arm, we do broadcasting for other folks as well. So this is not a series that we are managing, directing, promoting, or otherwise. We are just acting as the broadcasting arm for them. So
and happy
John
to do it. Happy to do it.
Said, you know, yeah, we are happy to do it. Absolutely. Oh, I hope that didn't come across the wrong way. No. We're very happy to do it. We love doing them. If they're small or large, it doesn't matter to us. The sim racing community is a passion that we have, me and Pix, for a long time now. So it's just fun to kind of do all of this stuff out. So that's me there on the left. I'll be doing your play-by-play today. Pix, he is running the camera, doing all the graphics, making everything look pretty. And of course, Etan, our executive producer, he never really comes and hangs out with us. He just gives us all the resources we need to make everything look amazing. So one of these days we got to get him on here, get him out of that turtle shell and get him on here with us to talk. But in any case, so this is where we are now. We're here at Oschersleben. Woo! You might hear some short pauses. I'm still recovering from COVID, so I still have the coughing going on. So if I suddenly just stop talking, folks, it's okay. I'm just breathing a little. We're going to be at Navarra next time around, this as the calendar goes, which was a fun little track we ran in a series we had not too long ago. Then Zandvoort, Road America, Sebring, and Okayama. And then looks like they're gonna finish it up at Mount Panorama, which I love that track. Oh, and GT3 cars is so much fun. So much fun. So Pan Am runs all of these through the SimGrid, and that's where I met these guys. And I haven't ever actually gone and participated in a race in SimGrid. Well, let's be fair. I don't participate in hardly any races we do. I spend so much time here, me and Pigs, doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we used to just sit at night and just race NASCAR together or driving around? Those were the days. And now we have responsibilities. Anyway, so here we are. It's a nice, calm, winded day, partly cloudy, 67 degrees out there. So the track's not going to be too warm, so that's good. Cars should be able to do just fine out on the track. They're out doing qualifying, or at least they should be right now. Got a couple of names that we recognize. We've got Austin Diltz and Morgan Smith from the WBM crew. We know who they are. Patrick Brady is a Hypre guy, right? Is that the same Patrick Brady? Yeah. So got a couple of guys there, and there's a few other people out there. We're looking at Alberto Alvarez right now. Is that the? It is. Oh, see, he's in the Ford GT. No, wait, no. That's the new McLaren. That's the 720S. I haven't seen it on track yet, if you can believe it. This is the first time I'm seeing this thing out on a track since the release. I haven't even done anything since then. I got to do some more. I can't wait to do some racing. Got a little testing to do tonight for the new series that we have coming up too. So that's a lot of fun. There's a nice Tag Heuer Porsche. Oh, my stuff is not setting me up to tell me who we're looking at.
It's not Michael Piccinini.
It's not Michael Piccinini. That's awesome. Let's see. There's only two Porsches. There's Alberto and Chris Rise. So it was one of those two guys. So they're out there getting their... oh, I like that Castro livery. Oh my goodness, I think I'm coughing up a lung, folks. I don't get too much talking done. Been down for the count most of the week. Is this the new BMW? Oh, that's right. It's a GT4. Wow. Like, COVID actually just screwed up my whole brain cell. Like, I can't even realize what kind of cars I'm looking at. All right. Well, we're just going to come back. We'll come back to this one. All right. So, we've got a few McLarens out there. Looks like we got 3 McLarens, a couple Mercedes, 1 BMW, 2 Porsches, and we have a Ford. So Patrick Brady's driving the... I'm assuming it's a Ford Mustang because it's not the GT, because that's an Evo car, not an Evo. GTE. Good golly. I'm so glad you're here, Pix. He keeps me together, folks. He really, really does. Yeah, man, get your mic on. Let the people hear you. They hardly ever get to listen. You're always like racing around trying to find and figure out everything. And there's only 8. Well, there's 9 drivers in the lobby today, so you'll have a little easier time getting around to the action.
Yeah, and we have no Fry. We need Fry.
I know. Where is Fry, my guy? Well, maybe next time around, folks, we'll bring some visitors with us. Also, if you're watching, you should be racing here. You know, if you race in iRacing and you like GT3 cars, you should be racing in this. Then we can talk about you in front of your back. I do like... It wasn't Michael Piccinini that was driving that Tag Heuer. It was somebody else. It was... but it was his... Oh, what was his name? It's like the identical car. I'm just trying to... Oh, well. All right, so we got about 20 seconds left in qualifying, and it looks like Alberto Alvarez is leading the charge there. He's just about a second quicker than Morgan Smith is. Of course, he's in the pits right now, so he might be heading out to get one more in there. I'm not sure if this is a 2-lap qualifier or if it's just 15 minutes to do what you can do. Just throw it out there and see what you get.
Ouch.
And, oh, Fry. Hello, Fry. He's watching us. Fry, we're gonna have to pick you up next time because we are in a completely different. We're in the Pan Am Racing's Discord, in their commentary booth, so that we can bring their drivers in at the end of the race. So, I guess you can just hang out there and you can talk to all the people in chat. All right. Let's see. I do need to ask Pix a question. Uh, the I will send it to you in a message here, but while we wait for the qualifying stuff to pop up. All right. All right. So, those graphics look so good, bud. They do. Sorry, you didn't get to hear, and that's okay. It probably isn't appropriate to share, but it made me laugh. So hopefully my laugh is contagious, and y'all are just laughing along just because I am, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's see. We should have a grid order. Yeah, I was gonna say any moment we should have one. So it looks like Alberto Alvarez is the fastest one on the track by about half a second over Morgan Smith, from what I can tell on our timing, assuming that my timing is working properly. And a few tenths back behind that, his teammate Austin Diltz. And so the two Mercedes are gonna sit there, it looks like, in P2 or 3. So we'll see as the grid gets presented to us. Don't forget to check them out at the SimGrid.com. There's that link right there in the middle of your screen, simgrid.com/host/Pan Am Racing. Go check them out. Go check them out. We got to help our community, folks. There's lots of places to race, and GT Champions and Pan Am aren't the only two people out there. So find the ones you love and get out there and do some racing. All right. Alberto does get the pole. He's going to sit right next door to Morgan Smith. And that turn one is a beaut, man. It's a left and a long right called the hotel, and it is going to be an interesting first turn. Austin is going to be on the second row right behind Alberto and his teammate Morgan Smith. And Jeremy Eastcott will be there on row 2 right next to him. Julian Gray and Rodney Felker, they will be on row 3. I don't know the guys, but we're going to know them by the end of this hour. Chris Rise and Terry Lance will be on row 4. So Patrick Brady from Team High Pre, guys that we know, he'll be starting 9th place right behind him. So this should be an interesting start. At least there's not 60 cars all trying to get into turn 1. If I feel like this is like a Christmas weekend race where everybody's out visiting family. So we'll see if we can get all these guys out onto this track. There's 6 of them. There's just 3 more to grid up, and then we're gonna have a race. Look at that. The race clock is actually already going. Interesting. Is this oh, they're gonna do a full pace lap, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Well, so let me tell you a little bit about this race, folks, while we go. First of all, for those of you who are not aware of how this works, in iRacing, you earn incident points by either going off track. Usually you get 1 point for breaking track limits. Couple points if you bounce off of something like a wall or, something else. 4 points if you bounce off another car or worse. So, each driver will actually have 25 incident points that they can accrue. Well, 24. When they hit 25, they're going to get a black flag, and they're going to have to do a drive-through in the pit. So they pull into the pit lane, drive all the way to the end, and right back out. Not allowed to stop to get tires or fuel. Not even allowed to go to the pit box. Just drive all the way through. Then they get back on the track, and guess what happens next? They get 20 more points. And if they get those 20, they get another black flag. So let's hope they don't do that. Also, they're all starting on 70% fuel, so we should be seeing some pit stops about 3/4 of the way through the race, I would guess. And then some of them might do it halfway, give themselves a set of tires, try to undercut some people. Some may hold off a little longer just to give themselves fresher tires at the end. Lots of different strategies we'll see unfold. Should be a lot of fun. And there are full course cautions. So if we get a wreck here, we're going to get some pace laps. What I didn't check for, and I don't know the answer to, but I will by the end of the day, is if the laps count under caution, if it pauses the race clock while the laps happen, or if the clock continues to go. Yeah, I didn't think so. There's a way not to count the yellow flags laps in a lapped race. You can just say, oh, those laps don't count, but I didn't know if they would do it in a time race. I never know. I have to ask questions, and then usually my little producer guy in the back there whispers in my ear and tells me, all right. Yep, or we learned the hard way, like our first course. Wow, that was a mess. We're not going to talk about that, but you can go watch it. It was at COTA. Was it round 1 or round 2? It was round 1 or round 2 in the GT3 Open that we just finished. Anyway, all right, they got a couple more turns to go. Their tires gonna be nice and warmed up. You're gonna see those two AMGs with the red and silver. Those are the teammates there. That should be interesting to watch these two. We've been watching them all season in one of our events. And then we've got that Mustang in the back. And some of these guys drive the Mustangs. They're just, we're going to keep driving it until they fix this freaking thing. So they'll get there. They'll get there. All right, so here we go. Alberto in the Porsche is going to lead Morgan Smith and the rest of the crew across the line. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go racing. Let's go racing. All right, the Porsche, I don't know how good it's going to get a jump. That's a long straight. That AMG is going to pull. Not quite enough. Here we go. Here's that left, and then this is just an insanely long. Look how long they're turning. Look how long they're turning. It's like the tower turn at COTA. Just it turns forever. Into a nice sharp left-hander, short little straight. See if these guys can get anything happening there. Two McLarens there in 3rd and 4th, or 4th and 5th rather. Oh, someone just wrecked. Owie, Austin Dilts. What happened there? I wonder if he got a little bit too happy on the throttle. It didn't pull out a caution, so I guess he's back underway. He's just going to drive around with no front end. And everyone's coming together. Down the back straight. And here we go. What happened here? Did he just, I think he just gets on the gas. Oh, right there it is. Oh! Ow, 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 no! That's rough. That's rough. Well, I think he can still make it. Have a little bit of a deficit in the straights and on the high-speed corners, which there are only like 2 of. So, oh no, around goes the high pre of Patrick Brady, and one of the McLarens right behind him. They're trying to get going. So far, it looks okay. I don't think he got hurt. We'll have to see how that planned out. I don't know if they have fast repairs. That's a really good question. All right, so a little bit hot in the corner, maybe. Does the same thing happen to him that happened? All right, here we go. This is the corner. Oh, he just gets the back end right around. Ah, you know, there's a thing about that Mustang is you really want that. Oh, look at that. Look at that McLaren blowing up. He's just staring at the side of that car. Ooh, he's like, go, 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 go. But a high pre driver knows, don't you pull out in front of people in traffic. Don't you do it. Look at Morgan. He is really wheeling that AMG to try to keep up with this Porsche, but Alberto's like, no, see ya. Now, Alberto is a 3K age rating, so that's a pretty stout rating for a driver. I mean, there's bigger ones out there, clearly. There's always somebody that's got a bigger I rating, but a 3.4 A rating is pretty dang good in this game. Morgan Smith is a 3.4, but he's a B class. Not that always makes a terrible amount of difference. That new McLaren sure is pretty. Michael Bublé. He sent me a picture of that actually today, Pick. He sent me a pic Did he send it to you too? Yeah. He couldn't turn down a deal. So he's gonna look like a DJ at his desk. I just have like the little, what do they call, a powder puff snowball mic, right? And with the little arm, I don't have a mixing box or anything. So now I feel like I got to get some turntables and start spinning discs again. You know, I used to do that, Pix, a long, long time ago. Did you know that? Oh, you didn't know? I used to DJ when I was in the Air Force in Louisiana. This was in the 80s, people, long time ago. There were no CDs yet.
Okay.
And no digital turntables, just all 33-inch vinyls and or 33 vinyl. Not inch. I don't know what. See how long it's been since I've been mixing together songs by like Delight and some of those older ones way back in the day.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
I did it for about 4 months while I was stationed out in Louisiana. It was a lot of fun. But,
Sounds like fun. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of interesting people that way. All right, things are spreading out here. Mr. Alvarez has about a 1.5-second gap over Morgan. Jeremy up from Canada, is back there. Another few seconds in that McLaren. And he's got another McLaren right behind him. That's Julian Gray. Why does that name sound familiar? Should I know anybody named Julian Gray?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And then there is Chris Rise, Mr. Felker, Rodney Felker, and then Patrick Brady was in the pits. Oh no, he wasn't in the pits. I saw a little red dash out of the corner of my eye right when he spun around there. Ay. I think he needs a little bit more downforce on the back of that car. I think he might not have that wing set just right. You might want to fix that one at the end of his stint. Patrick, if you're listening, throw some degrees at that bad boy. Get that back end to stay put. It looks mean and tough, though, doesn't that car? Oh, yep. Front end just is sexy as heck. Oh, my gosh, I love that thing. If I could afford to buy one, I wouldn't. I'd pay my house off. But I would love to have one. Here we go. Little side-by-side action. That is Julian Gray getting the move done on Jeremy Eastcott. Maybe. There it is.
Wow.
Took him a couple corners, but he made it work. That McLaren looks pretty racy. I mean, it looks pretty well planted, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that car is just rotating through those corners really nice. I just feel like it doesn't have the oomph coming out that these other cars like the BMW and the AMG have. Speaking of that, Austin trying to get back into the racing god's good graces and having someone to fight with. He's gonna go deep. He's gonna get it done. Wow, that BMW just woed up. Terrell? I don't know how you'd say that.
Terrell, no?
2 R's and 2 L's. That one's one I haven't figured out yet. Okay, well anyway, there's he in the BMW. The WBM guys in that Mercedes right there, the red and the white, they just changed their color scheme up mid-season in the GT3 Open. In fact, he still has the window sticker on the window of the car. They just changed up their color scheme to this red. I like it. I like it a lot better than the blue and the white. So interestingly enough, oh, pardon me. Oh, replays. Well, luckily, there is not a wall there. Walls are the worst enemies of cars. Sand, grass, you can get around that in a way. Pack is really spreading out. Is everybody on the lead lap? I feel like everybody is. So that's good. There's still hope. Here we go. Patrick Brady trying to find someone to fight with. He got around the BMW, which kind of disappeared. I don't know where he went. And now he's going to try to take on the Castrol McLaren. That's the new 720S. Just look at the height difference. Like, look how big that car looks behind him. It's like, get out of my way. Those mean yellow lights. Look at these cars as they're going through the corners. Hey, nice GTCtv logo. That's what we do. You want your series broadcasted like these guys? Let us know. We'll be happy to come over there, talk with you, and figure out if we can work something out and bring some of your racing adventures to life here at GTCtv. One of the things I've noticed is this Mustang. It's so big, like it's big and boxy. Like, look at the size difference between those two cars. It's almost like putting a GT3 and an LMP3 car on the track together. Okay, maybe it's not that big a difference, but it's like it looks pretty different. It's very wide, which is weird. Oh no, there goes Tyrrell. I want to see everybody finish this race on the lead lap. That's what we're gonna do. Guess what? A buddy of ours, he's been actually in our broadcast booth with us before, and he's been racing in GT Champions events, and mostly in our Gran Turismo series that we also do, in case you're interested. His name is Jordan. He goes by Nav, and I was out in California a week ago, and or almost 2 weeks ago, and I met him out there for his birthday, and his parents, we surprised him at dinner, and we took a video. He was so lost. He had no idea. Who's this big dude that just walks up to the table to sit down and say, "Can I sit here?" The look on his face was great. But anyway, his family all got together and bought him a brand new PC just to race, so he can race.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Yep.
I wasn't allowed to say anything because they were asking me for advice on what to get him. So sneakily, his mom was messaging with me on Facebook.
Okay.
And we were designing the whole thing out for him. They ordered it, and I think he gets it in like a couple of days. So we're gonna see another iRacer. So
that's awesome. And is he part of RWB?
Yeah, he's an RWB racing driver.
So he would be the first RWB iRacing driver?
I guess, or maybe I was, but I joined High Pre in iRacing.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
So I'm sure he would much rather be a part. I mean, we don't RWB. Hang in there, Austin. Whoa. Wow, Austin was trying to take full advantage of that mistake, and he gets it done.
Yes.
Wow, that's what you got to do. You got to just sit there. You put the pressure on, force that driver to make a mistake, and then capitalize on it.
Mm-hmm.
Austin is in 4th place, about, I want to say he's like 12 seconds from the leader. Is that about right? I think it's about 12 seconds.
Who?
Most people, Austin, is he about this guy right here?
Yeah,
Isn't
12.
he about 12
12.
So anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a bunch of people just touch that grass a little too much.
Those are your best lap times.
All right, so, wow. So the lap times are actually pretty close to their qualifying, like the gaps that were in qualifying. Their qualifying laps were a little faster, I'm sure, because they probably ran less fuel, whatnot. But I'm looking at the gaps, and Mr. Alvarez was about, almost half a second faster than Morgan, and that seems to look and track pretty well to what their lap times are looking at on track. And he's slowly pulling away. Look, I mean, he's just taken a 10th or 2 a lap. The last lap, actually, I'm looking at the time. Wow, I don't see that very often, folks. I'm looking at the lap times from the last lap, and they were both a 1:24.86. So they were within a thousandth of a second of each other on the last lap. That's pretty good. Oh, Oh, he almost pulled him. He almost pulled an Austin back there. I don't know if you saw Morgan's tail come around when he touched that grass. That's going to just give a little bit more space. That's okay. So there are awards for this series.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a purse, and first, second, and third earn cashola at the end of the series, right? There's 8 rounds. So there's still plenty of time for those of you who are watching. Even if you're watching it in DVR mode, there's still time to get out there and get some practice. Join them up. Just got to go to simgrid.com. In the description of this video are links to all of those places so that you can get in there and go see some of the details. Links to our socials, their socials. Just everything you need to know, folks. It's all in there. Everything. So how's that Julian Gray back there, the Japanese driver? Well, he's from Japan. I'm assuming he's Japanese, or he's from Japan.
Or or in Japan.
Or in Japan, he could be, yeah. He's got pretty decent, I mean, not bouncing around on the screen on us, so that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, how fast does light travel around the world per second? Isn't it like 6 times a second light travels around the world? There are literally, in case you didn't know, there are literally fiber optic internet cables just laying on the bottom of the ocean, going across all over the oceans, all over the place. So his connection back is about the speed of light. Because that's how good. Laser, actually, but anyway, he has gained 2 positions in this race. So has Tyrrell Lance. He's gained 2 spots also. That's him right there in the Beamer. That's right. I said Beamer. People like that. Also, people don't like that. And I'm okay with it. I'm comfortable with me.
Well, you also say Porsche.
I do say Porsche. Sometimes I say Porsche. Sometimes I say Porsche. But you know, I don't. No, I'm just kidding. Not a lot of action right now. Most of the drivers spread out. It is now everyone's finding their rhythm. Everyone's driving with whatever they broke until they can get to pit lane halfway through.
Yeah, look at that lap time from Alberto.
That's, yeah, he's doing pretty good into the 123s now. As that car gets a little lighter on fuel, those tires are worn in really nice. We're a quarter of the way through this race. That Porsche sure does look nice. Through the corners. Here we go. Okay, we see a little battle happening here now. That's Patrick Brady in the Mustang following Chris Rise or Rizzy. I don't know. I never know. I think it was Parker Duham. Remember? Duim, and it's Dime. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, you had no idea.
I was gonna tell this old fart how to say some of the words. We need to get some of our GT Champions League racers to come and have some fun over here.
Mm-hmm.
Pro drivers for sure. Let them get some warm-ups done in those GT3 cars before the multi-class season starts, and then get some more cars on this track. This is a fun track. I looked at this track and a couple others for doing some of our events, and I'm like, I don't know, is there enough room here to get this done? Yup, it sure looks like it. 60 cars? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But a couple dozen, maybe? I think that can work. It'd be a really busy first 10 laps, that's for sure.
Yeah, I want to challenge you to get 40 cars at Okayama.
40 cars at Okayama.
Yeah, 40 GT3s at Okayama.
Let's just put them all in Mustangs so they can be the biggest cars on the track. And that's what we can do. We can do a one-make Mustang challenge. We'll call it like the Pony Express, and everything will be on the smallest tracks, just to see what we can make happen. I'm looking at that SRC High Prix Ford Mustang, and I'm thinking about our conversations we were having earlier today, Bix, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting really excited. I want to talk all about it, but not yet. Not
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But people know that there are works in the works. Several works in the works. Fry, you know what? Fry went and spent that money on the microphone. You should have bought a computer. That's what you should have done, Fry. Then you could be out here on the track racing. They're about the same price, right? No. No, they are not. Oh, that Mustang sounds so good.
Yeah.
We should we should do a lap with the leader when he comes around. Take the start finish line again.
Okay.
Just curious to see, just kind of while I can just give my voice a breather and let you guys the Porsche as it rips through the track. He's going down the back stretch now. That's him. Wow, he's way up there. 8 seconds now is the gap to P2. Oh, hold the phone. Just a minute. Maybe we'll come back to Alberto in a minute. We got a 3-way battle for 6th place happening right here. And Patrick's not a slowpoke. I think he's just trying to wheel a car that doesn't like being wheeled in.
Yeah.
It's like putting a leash on a cat. It just doesn't work very well. Did I tell you my kids bought leashes for the cats so they could take them on walks?
It's nice, but it's really tough to get them used to them. Yeah.
Those things are collecting dust already.
Yeah.
Never made it work.
Yeah. I wish they would, but yeah.
I think the only way to do it is like to put the leash on them and then set them on a little cart with wheels and just drag them around on the wheels. So the cats are just used to the fact that all you're doing is leading them around. Okay, look, I'm not Jimmy's POV, and chat says Julian is a British guy who lives in Japan. All right. One of my best friends I've known since junior high school works for the Department of Defense out in Japan and teaches students. Oh! I think that BMW just went around. I think Tyrrell just went around.
Yep.
Oh, and so did Patrick. Whoa! Right when we were changing this screen, like literally, I saw the back end go around. No. Oh. Okay, we're gonna give him a chance. Oh, he's already got it. All right, so let's see. I bet you grass is involved. Maybe. Oh no! Oh, they both just went around. It's almost like Patrick says, "Whatever you do, I'm gonna do." Oh, Patrick. Okay, did he just get on the throttle? Yep. Either he's too hot in the corner or he got on the throttle. And Chris just squeezes right through. Yeah, these guys back here keep having a hard time keeping those cars from spinning around, huh? It's reminiscent of I won't say the driver's name because, well, that's just not nice. But there's a driver in the last series we finished up that was driving in the Audi every race. Remember? The red one?
Yep.
And he'd be driving and then on the brakes and then the whole car would just come around on him. It happened so many times. And what was great is the community rallies. That's what we do in the sim racing world, right? The sim racing teams rally to say like, hey man, adjust your brake bias or do this or slower, right? Mid-engine cars, they're made for cornering, not for accelerating out of the corners. Get it woed up and then just roll through the corner slightly faster than the front engine cars, and then that's where you get your advantage. All right, I'm gonna be quiet. Let's listen to this. good looking lap. A little bit handsy through some of those slower sections. You can see he was really trying to wheel that car, and you saw his hands moving all over the place trying to keep that thing together. But I'll tell you that middle section in the back, kind of fun, and the it's not a chicane, but it sort of is a chicane. That's where right now where Terrell and Rodney are going through their top of the map. But the this one right there, that is fun. It looks like a chicane, and it sort of is, but it's also like well, that one is. Yeah, it's the longer one in the back. I want to say it's this one here. It's like you just get on the gas and there's a right and then a left. I love those just sweeping corners where they're high speed corners. I love those.
Yeah, S's
seems like a reasonable way of putting that, Pix.
That's the name of the corner.
I know, that's funny. It's actually called that section's actually called Shell Curve and Almond Curve.
I have it as Shell S.
Oh, okay. We're looking at two different maps.
I think.
And do you have the last corner, turn 14, is they call it Zeppelin Curve, I guess.
I have it as...
I didn't even think to look. What country is this track in? I didn't even think to look at that. I do have some history on this track, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Germany. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 4th permanent racing facility that opened in Germany, and it opened in 1997. So it's only the 4th permanent racing facility. So that's interesting. Oh, some pit stops happening now. We're about midway through this race. So, oh, they run the GT and DTM cars there, touring car events. The NASCAR Whelen Euro Series ran in 2023. And it's the host of the FIM Sidecar World Champions. Oh, look at this. Oh. The two guys that have the least stable cars doing the most battle. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, they're on the outside. This is not over. This is, oh, it almost was over. Okay, there you go. Patrick's like, if I can't beat them, I'm going to beat whoever's near me.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney there running in 8th. Chris Rise about a lap down now. I think he
pitted.
He pit.
Yep.
He was first one, so we'll see how that works for him. This track is just about 2.25 miles long. For those of you who don't speak freedom units, that's 3.6 kilometers is how long this track is. Pit speed's only 60 kilometers or 37 miles an hour. That's slow. I would feel like my car was broken. Like I can't drive that slow. Like I could coast in neutral that slow, maybe. So yeah, there's 4 different configurations of this track that they use for the various racing. In comes the Mustang, the lone Mustang. I don't know. Now, folks, I don't know if any of you pay attention to what goes on when iRacing announces things that are going on in the different seasons and what. In this last video they put out about stuff coming up has me really excited. And some of that stuff's going to be tested out in the upcoming events here, I'm sure, as well as some of the events that we run. And the one of them that it's not like announced yet, but the supercars, come on, let's go. I can't wait for that. That is going to be just some kind of amazing. They've got the but they've got the okay. At least he didn't spin. And they have the new rain that is I forget the word. Spotty rain, that's what it was. So you can say, well, it could rain during this time and nobody knows. So that would be a lot of fun. See kind of how that plays out. So a lot of good stuff, some new track updates. They completely are rescanned all of no, not Spa. Well, no, I think they rescanned
Yeah,
Spa, right? They did everything there. They rescanned Spa, they rescanned a couple other tracks. So a lot of good stuff coming on, and they brought up a bunch of heavy hitters from some other companies. So they've been able to poach a few really important industry leaders to come into iRacing. So I think iRacing is planning on taking it to everybody. We'll see how that plays out for them. Meanwhile, I would have thought that that Austin would have come in like sooner than later, give himself a new front end before he gets out there, but
Yeah.
we'll find out if we have fast repairs or not, because if his car is still broken when it comes out, or if it doesn't get fixed fast enough, then we'll know. Did any of you folks out there see the video from Toyota with the new Supra that they're trying that they kind of announced to be in the V8 supercars? The Supra. I mean, are you kidding me? That would be awesome. I don't know how it's going to do compared to the Holdens and the Mustangs and whatnot, but that'll be interesting. Let's see. Chris already pit. Patrick has already pit. So Patrick came out ahead. So these two again out on track together. Tyrrell just went into the pits, and he was battling with these guys. So he may come out right around where these guys are. They're up at the, let's see, where are they? They're in the back half of the track. And in the pits right now is Tyrrell. He's still, okay, just landed in his pit box. Jeremy Eastcott's already been there. Let's see, is he going to get out in time? Okay, Jeremy Eastcott's coming out of the pits now, so we'll see him rejoining the track. Tyrrell is still, I think, in his pit box. Nope, he's starting to roll. So let's see, where does Tyrrell come out? Does he get an did these guys get the undercut on him? I think he's gonna, oh, this is gonna be close. They got some speed. I think he's gonna get him. Yeah, they got him. So his undercut, or their undercut worked. They got a little extra time on those freshy tires and got around it. So interesting. So Tyrrell Lance moves to the back of the field. Jeremy Eastcott comes out. He's in 6th. He's been hanging around the mid-pack most of the time. Still waiting on Morgan, Julian, and Austin, the top 3 right now, to get their pit stops done. There's the race leader. Well, I mean, not currently. That's Morgan Smith right now. But when they pit, he'll come around and get that spot. We thought he was fast. Well, now he's got probably half the fuel in the car and fresh tires. He's going to be moving. He is going to be moving along. "27 minutes left." There's been a little bit of excitement. We got something going on. Look at all those cars just coming out of the in the final sector there, all together after these pit stops. There's like 5 cars all near each other. Anything can happen back here now. Now, 3 of those cars haven't pit yet. Austin, Morgan, and Julian. And that'll change things. Unless they think they're going to go the whole distance. I don't know that they have the fuel for that. 70% fuel. I mean, these cars really burn about a tank an hour. Is really, depending on the track. Some tracks more. We found that out at Daytona, didn't they? Fixed.
Yeah.
Our final round at the GT3 Open, and cars were pitting on the last lap because they realized they don't have gas because they didn't quite think that one through. That was pretty good. Well, Travis Bartlett, there's room for you there. Yeah, this is not one of our leagues, but we are using our broadcasting prowess. to bring some other sim racing leagues some viewership, hopefully helping them build up some of their racers as well. We as a community, we have to work together. Nobody's going to survive if all they're doing is hogging all the drivers to themselves. We have to be a community of friends and everyone trying to race and having a good time. So, and we don't have any events happening. Oh, jeez, Patrick. Okay. Anyway, we didn't have anything going on Friday nights as of yet. We had some plans, but thought, well, hey, let's help out a fellow sim racing community, and maybe everybody can do some stuff. So a couple of our drivers came here. Maybe a couple of their drivers come there. You know, it's all good. It's all good. I was kind of sad to find out John, who is the one that's coordinating this whole thing, isn't even here. He had to drive to work or something. So I was like, well, that's a bummer. Kind of wanted to yank out my commentator's voodoo doll and throw some commentator curse at him while he was racing, but no, he had to go and not be here. I'll tell you a funny story if y'all want to hear it. We were out in I was out in Louisiana, I want to say a year and a half ago. In come some of the leaders. Okay, I say some. One. I was out there in Louisiana, and if you know much about Louisiana, especially Nolans, very what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not pulling. My thesaurus is broken. Like nowhere in my brain is it coming up. You know, there's like all the, what do they call, voodoo, black magic, that kind of. There's a phrase for all those different kind of genres of spiritual ritualistic stuff, and I can't think of what it is right now. But anyway, while I was out there, I got this little voodoo doll thing for my. He thought it was great for about a couple of weeks, and then he just said, "Nope, you can have this thing back, Dad." So that's just kind of funny. Ritualistic, is that the word I'm looking for? No, I can't think of it.
Yeah, I guess that works.
It's superstition. That's the word I'm looking for. I think that's all of our pit stops now, isn't it? I think everyone's done.
No, Austin and Rodney.
Oh, okay. Patrick putting some pressure on Jeremy Eastcott, the Canadian driver. This is for 6th place. I still can't. Wow. Wow, you go to these camera angles that scare me. They like literally make me jump really scary little. You're really good at doing that. It's still just amazing how big that car is compared to the other cars. It's insane. Have you seen the Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Little tiny Aston Martin.
Yeah.
And I saw a video of it today, and I was like, "Wait, you can fit 2 people in there?"
Huh.
I thought it was only a 1-seater. Honestly, I thought it was so small. I thought it was like a LMP or something, a prototype car. But no. Oh, here we go. Hang into it. Ooh, he put a lot of trust into that Mustang to get underneath there. Considering how much that thing's gone around on him. He's getting a feel for it though. Wow, did you see that McLaren just close up through that section? And then look at the Mustang just say goodbye. So I wonder if Austin is planning on going all the way to the end of this thing. Well, let's see. Austin has the broken car, so he's probably just thinking, I gotta maybe try to no-stop this thing. I mean, I don't even know if that's possible. 20-second gap. I mean, if he loses, yeah, I don't know. Oh, folks, whenever the replay button comes on, I always worry. Oh, you got me. You got me, Pick.
No, yeah.
Rodney's in the pits for some reason.
Yeah, there's a bug in this track. I get a marker every time someone pits. I get a marker for a crash. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
And he left the session. So. Oh, he's back. Okay.
We lost. Oh, nope, there he is. Oh, the bugs. We call those features.
Okay.
In programming world. Bugs and features.
Features that need to be deleted.
Yeah, no joke. And look, Parker Dime. Not Doom. Dime. I see you, bro. Parker Dime's here wishing his teammates along. Now, I'm looking at I think he got no, Austin hasn't pit yet, but like that whole front end is missing and he's still wheeling that car around. He's lost about 2 seconds to the leader. I'm curious what his strategy. No, Rodney. What does that car sound like inside? Can we go to one of them? Like Julian's running in 4th. I wonder what that car sounds like inside.
Sure.
The 7. Yes, I haven't driven it yet. I don't even think I own it. Back out on the track he goes. There's our presumptive leader, Alberto Alvarez. Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
A little too hot into the corner. Oh, and then he just keeps it going around. Oh, sure. Austin taps the wall half that, and his whole front end comes off. And this guy still has... Oh. He got a fast repair. That was quick. So, yes, they do have a fast repair. Now, maybe there's more than one. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the sessions.
There you go for the sound.
Sorry, I just love it. I'm surprised I don't see a Corvette here. Like, very interesting. I think a lot of people are driving the 720, you know, because she's new, right? The Mustang's new, and then of course you got the folks that just know certain cars, like Ken Copeland, our GT3 Open Pro champ, and he got the he drove at AMG every track. He didn't care what track he was at. That was what he was gonna drive. Period. Wow. Chris out there running in 7th, and that is the leader still in front of him. Is he really going to make the whole race? Is Austin going to get through this whole thing? Parker, Dime, Mister, I know you're watching. Did you guys do some practicing, testing that maybe we need to know about? Just curious. I'm wondering what my family is thinking. I have to mute myself because I've been coughing and just making some of the craziest sounds in my basement.
Okay.
I'm at the end of it where everything that was stuck in me is now all ready to start coughing, and so I'm like, ugh. Perfect night for that. All right, Alberto. Now about 18 seconds. So He was 21 seconds. He's gaining some time, but he's not gaining a lot. Certainly not enough to catch him. But I don't know if Austin... Wow, I'm curious to see if Austin's going to be able to keep going.
Nope.
Ah, there he goes. I had to say something. Splash and dash, splash and dash. Okay, so he's going to get a... That's a long pit lane to get all the way down to your box. All right, going into the final corner now is the presumptive race winner, or race leader, Alberto. There he is in the background. You can see him off there. He's coming down pit straight now, while Austin slowly, agonizingly, 37 miles an hour in the pit lane. It can almost push a car that fast. So, Alberto back to the front. Now, can Austin get out before Morgan? No, Morgan's coming across start finish line already in turn 1. But he's rolling. He's rolling. Ooh, look at that. Austin's coming out in 3rd. Interesting. How do you manage that? He was really far back there and he's going to podium this thing? I mean, Julian has been on his game. He's only pit once.
Yeah.
And he's going to find himself like 7 seconds back from Austin. Like, I guess Austin just needed some free... Uh-oh. Oh, hang in there. Oh, he's going off track. That was close, dude. Sony needs to get on the radio with his pit crew and just make sure he has a fresh set of underwear when the race is over. He probably thought right then he just lost the race. I bet he was thinking that. I'm interested to see the new liveries that get thrown onto the 720S in the coming weeks from folks. Well, it's fun having all of you out here visiting with us. Right now, we're in round 1 of the of this season here for Pan Am. We are scheduled to bring you next round at Navarra, which is a pretty fun track. We found that out this week, or this last season that we did, and it's a fun track. So people are gonna like it. So that will be September 27th, a week from today. So same time, same station. We'll see about the rest of the series as things progress onward. So right now, only 2 drivers are a lap down. Terrell Lance and Rodney Felker both had some pretty significant impacts with Barry R. And they had to go in and get some cosmetic and mechanical work done. Patrick has made his way back up into the top 5. Had a pretty rough start to the race. Couple spins. He never hit anything that I saw, but running in 5th place, not too bad. That car needs some more decals on it.
Yep.
Note to the livery guys, more decals on that car.
Yeah, I can assure you that is not the updated final livery, and that's 100% on me, because it looks like I sent Patrick the previous one. So
okay.
Yeah, that's on me. But happy you noticed.
Did everybody hear you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I had not noticed until you mentioned it.
Yeah,
it's missing
the livery online, and it looks boss. It has all of the.
It's missing the textures, the gradients, other logos.
Yeah, it's almost like it just came from the paint shop with the base paint, and then all the vinyl was just left on the rolls.
But yeah, I'm happy to see a lot of people here, and hopefully we'll have a bigger grid next week.
Yeah, got to get the word out. So tell all your peeps, share this one out. Tell them, hey, look at all the room. There's so much room for you to fit in this grid so that you can get out there and get some real racing
Yeah,
in there.
and this series has really good prices.
Yes, it does. There's like really good prizes. You know what? I should have had that in front of me. Um, I think it was almost $1,000 in prize money, or maybe I think it's something else. It was a significant amount of prizes
Yeah.
for the top 3. And when there's only 9 people fighting, your odds are really good
Agreed.
that you can get some of that. These guys all got a good start. I mean, I don't know what the point structure is in this series, so I don't know how many points they get. Like if it's an enormous amount that no one's going to come back from, but I'm sure it's a reasonable amount. Is that P2 and 3 battling up there on the top at the backstretch? I see 2 cars really close to each other up there. Oh, what the hot lotto brewing?
No, that's not for position.
Oh, it's not. You're right. Dang. I saw the 2 blue dots and the one in front looked like it was a 3 or a 2. I couldn't tell. That's on me, folks. That's on me.
Yeah, but I can tell you that there's $30 for the winner, 25 for second place, 20, 15, and 10 for. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
For the series.
Sorry?
Is that for the series or per race?
Series. Per series.
Oh, okay. I was clearly thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Like $900 something else.
Yeah, but
wow.
A trophy and $30 for a series winner, 7 race series is not bad at all.
Yeah, and if you didn't own some of the tracks, you just get to race and potentially win money back to buy your tracks.
Yeah, and point structure is 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's basically
so
F1.
Okay, so there's a 7-point gap between first and second.
Basically F1 scoring.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah, hopefully more people join and register for this one.
Yeah. This is very much a these kinds of smaller lobbies are head games, right? That's when you're by yourself, when you're not chasing somebody. You start thinking, I bet I can get a faster lap time. I bet I can get a faster lap time. What if I cut through here? What if I do this? And then you crash your car. Because you get into your head and start, uh-oh. Oh.
No!
Oh, no!
No! No!
No! Oh, the leader! Alberto, just right at pit exit, destroys his car. He had like a 13 or 18 second gap.
Wow.
Now it's down to, what? He fixed it already? Oh, no, this is the replay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
No, he really lost it. Oh, he sees that wall. Oh, my gosh. Oh, dang it. He was doing so good.
Yeah, gap is 12 seconds. So...
Yeah, but
we'll see.
There's still 7 minutes to go.
Exactly.
Is Alberto's car going to hold up for that long, or is he going to have to pit?
Yeah, we'll see the lap times. Let's see if.
Yeah, he's got to get this lap done, but he's still one more corner to go before he can get to the pits. Nope, he's decided he's going to go. So he thinks I can hold together 7 more minutes of racing with that gap. Morgan Smith is probably like, let's go! No mistakes, no whammies. We got to get this dude.
Perfect laps. Morgan needs perfect laps.
He does need perfect laps. Let's see. I'm looking forward to see what the next lap time is of the leader going around and what the next lap time for Morgan. Morgan's last lap was a 125. Alberto's was a 133, so he lost about 8 seconds on the incident alone, but we'll see what his next lap is when he comes around. He's still got a ways to go. he could handle losing about, I want to say about 2 to 3 seconds a lap and still be okay. With about it's about a 12-second gap right now. Oh, you're gonna make us watch it with the scary view. Oh, he was like, doggone it. Hey, remember those underwear I
Oof.
told his pit crew that they're gonna need to get ready for him? Probably a neck brace too. Wow. All right, let's see what this lap time looks like when he gets across. All right, we can see it there, 10 seconds. And the last lap he did a 1:26.2, and Morgan did about a 1 second a lap faster on the last lap. And Morgan is crossed the line now. Yeah, he did a second and a 10th faster. So that time is coming down, but I don't know if there's only going to be about 3 laps left in this race, maybe 4, depending on when the leader crosses the line. That's a tall order to get those 10 seconds. We'll see what happens. But I think Alberto's like, I ain't gonna give up. I ain't pitting away. That's throwing the race away. If I pit, I'm guaranteed like probably 5th place.
Yeah.
Or 4th place, because 5th place is pretty far back there. But 4th place. But at worst case, he might only get 2nd, and those are good points. All right. I almost said it, Pix.
No.
I won't do it. I won't.
Hey, I promise you, you're gonna do it before this series ends. I promise you.
I'm gonna put a little note on my screen. Don't you say it. That's what I'm gonna put. Anyway. All right, look at this. We are now 9 seconds away. 1:25 was Alvarez's last lap. 1:24.9. So Alberto's car is not that bad. He's only lapping about a second a lap slower. Easily manageable with only 3.5 minutes left and a sub 10 second gap. So if Morgan could have just been a little closer, this could have made a really fun last lap finish. Oh my goodness, folks, we did a broadcast of GT2 cars at Watkins Glen a few weeks back, and these two guys battling it out on the last lap literally finished like it was photo finish. It was so much fun. I lost my voice. I was screaming so loud, and my family was like, why do you do that? Why do you yell so loud? I'm like, hey, it's for Nick's. This is really awesome. That gap down to 9.5. Not getting enough done. I don't think there's enough time for Morgan. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Should be around 150, 148, 145. Okay.
All right, now we'll see what Alberto does, but yeah, we're still 9+ seconds of a gap there. Oh, hey, is this for position?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It certainly is. These guys are lapping about a second slower than the leaders right now. The mid-pack battles are still alive and well. This is for P6. Chris Rice had that earlier incident, and he got passed up by the guys who pit ahead of him and undercut him enough to get their spots back. And that's how Patrick Brady's has himself sitting up in that 5th position. And I don't think he has a lot to worry about. These guys are about 4 seconds behind him. Alberto, now we're going to see him hit this long stretch. I'm curious what that top speed is going to be. What was the AMG?
145.
145. Wow. Not much difference. 2
Not
miles
much
an hour.
difference, yeah.
So clearly it's just cosmetic on that Porsche. And he's going to make it work. 55 seconds to go. He's running, he's in turn, whatever, 3. Hassa roller. I don't know. Till needs to be here telling me how to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh, Chris. What you doing, man?
No.
Oh. This is not Tokyo. This is
Mm-hmm.
Germany. He's holding it. Look at him go. He's keeping the wheels pointed in the right direction. Nice save, buddy. Your tires probably aren't going to like that too much. You get the car out of the wall. 11 seconds to go. Our race leader is coming through the final sector. So it looks like he's going to get the job done. It took him a while. One more turn. Here comes the pit entrance. One more turn. And Mr. Alvarez is going to be your race winner. Awesome.
Hey, Barney.
And there's Barney. Look at finally waving a flag. Haven't seen waving a flag in forever. P2 is rolling across now. That's going to be Morgan Smith. Let's go. Way to go, Morgan. P3 is back there, only another 7 seconds. So his teammate made it work. Austin, who had basically all but destroyed his car and manages a podium finish. Mr. Gray comes home in 4th. Patrick Brady, it's going to be a little while before he gets to the line.
Mm-hmm.
He still has another lap to do. But he'll get there. So he'll come home with a top 5 finish. Jeremy Eastcott, though, is... I mean, he's there-ish.
Yep.
One wrong move from Mr. Brady, and he might get himself a free position. Patrick just needs to hold it together. One more corner. One more corner. Brakes. Nice and slow. Hold it together. And bring home that top 5. Nice. Patrick Brady, top 5. Finish. Jeremy Eastcott is going to come across in P6. Chris Rise, who's just a couple seconds back there. One more corner, and he will finish in P7. Terrell Lance and Rodney Felker, DNFs for this race. But there you go. There's the race leader, Alberto Alvarez. Now, I wonder if Alberto Alvarez is anywhere we can find him to talk to him. Because I want to know exactly what went through his mind besides the back of his helmet when he hit that wall. I want to see if he has anything to talk to us. I was told that we had the power to drag these boys in and out of places. But I don't see him in a channel anywhere, so we'll just wait and see if he pops in there. Meanwhile, he's parked on the track. I guess we'll see if he wants to burn the rest of the rear tires on that car off. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, if he's watching. Okay, I see Austin. He jumped in there. Morgan's in there. These guys know. We know these guys. They're on the podium. We can get the podium finishers in here too. You want me to bring them in? Oh, look at you. Oh, wait, where'd they go? No, Austin. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't drag them in here. Let's jump into that channel with them. How's that sound? Okay, we're gonna just jump over there, folks. All right, so we can't bring anybody into our channel, so we thought we'd bring the party to you guys. What's up, guys? We can't figure out where our race leader is. We don't know who he is in the Discord. So we'll just start out with second and third place. Hey, Austin.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. I haven't talked to you for a minute.
Yeah, haven't been able to get onto the podium for a minute.
Well, hey, if you didn't get on the podium in this one, I was going to give you a pass because that was a pretty beefy wreck at the beginning of the race. The fact that you drove that car till the last 15 minutes with no front end on it, I was like,
Oh, did I not have a front end?
no, that thing was gone, dude.
That's awesome. I had no idea.
You ran into the freaking wall. That thing just went flying across the track, and you were driving around with braless all the rest of the race, just everything flapping around. So,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
but it's all right, man. It looked good. It looked mean and tough with all that black. So
That's why everyone was getting out of my way. They thought I was wrecking people out there.
maybe. I doubt that though. But hey, not bad, dude. You got yourself from a pretty dismal circumstance onto the podium. Yeah, let's go. Tell us a
Yeah,
little bit
I don't know.
about
I
it,
don't
man.
think I had the pace for Alvarez today, but I think Mo and we were gonna have a fun little battle. So it was pretty disappointing for that to fall apart after like 3 turns.
Yeah, because you guys were right there. I was like, okay, all right, I like it. And I was like, what happened? We had to go back and watch the replay. It's like, why is that car in the wall? I was like, oh man, did someone run into somebody? And we're like, no.
Oh, I just
Austin
forgot that
decided to.
cold tires exist, man.
Oh, it was more than that. You'll go back and watch it.
Oh, what did I catch grass too?
Oh, you didn't just catch it, man. You were like trying to mow down. You totally had your. No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, you got some. You
Oh.
got those back wheels on the grass, and then you just stomped on the throttle, and round she went. I was like, oh
You gotta
no,
pin it till you see Jesus or the checkered flag.
the new one, right? That's the new one. Fun race though. Trying to catch back up.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun race. Definitely immediately, change of attitude from just trying to stay with Alvarez and Mo. And I was gonna try to save tires, maybe get a little bit of a gap with Mo and Alvarez, and then we could battle. But I had to push from the start. So after about 20 minutes, to be honest, my tires were toasted, and I was just trying to keep it on track.
Well, you did it, so that's good. So
It is.
awesome. All right. Well, congratulations, man. Do you want to give any shout outs to anybody before we go talk to P2?
Yeah, quick shout out to my wife. She's letting me race. She's also we found out we were expecting a baby, so very excited about that.
Here, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring another.
All right, dude. Congratulations. First one?
Yeah, first one.
Oh.
Super
Here it is.
excited to raise another little iRacer.
A little iRacer. Well, I expect to see him in a car within a couple of years. We'll still be around. So, we'll make a little kid series or something, and then you can come bring him and I'll go like kidnap somebody else's kid and show them how to drive, and I don't know, we can have some fun. Who
That
knows?
sounds like a good idea, man.
Awesome. Dude, that's so exciting for you, man.
Yeah, I keep getting more excited every day.
Dude, you don't even know. I'm telling you, I've had 3 of them, and I think the reason why people love them so much is because you don't know what love is until you know what hate is. And so you have to have both sides. No, I'm teasing.
The ups and downs.
The ups and downs. But that's awesome. Congratulations, man. That's super awesome.
Thank you guys.
Oh, now I don't even want to talk to friggin' Morgan now. I want to talk about babies and stuff. Like,
I just ruined his interview throwing that bomb in there.
Morgan, how many kids you got? We're gonna talk about babies all day. Anyway, congratulations, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, Morgan.
You betcha, I'm here.
Oh, I think I heard him. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Hey, buddy. P2,
How's it
man.
going, guys? Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again. So, that was an interesting start to the race. As he just, I don't think you had enough in you. I think you had about 3/10 a lap on you most of the laps.
Yeah,
But
when we started, we had a really good first clean couple corners, which is tough at this track. I know Austin gave me a little room, and I respected Alvarez on the outside, so it all went swimmingly. We were in line, and I thought everything was going to go great, obviously, until Austin, did, like you said, mowed some grass. Um, it seems like Alvarez in practice may or may not have learned the track. We felt pretty confident, but then it seemed like his tires really warmed up on him, and at one point he was getting more than a second per lap. And I think at the end of the race he slowed down, just realizing he had the time to drive safe. So definitely no catching Alberto. He's definitely quick, and we'll see if we can get him at some other tracks, though. It should be some good competition. Hopefully, we can get some more cars out here.
yeah, that'll be a lot of fun to get a few more folks out there, give you guys some more people to race around. That's for sure. So the last, I want to say 4 laps. I don't know if you were listening to race radio or if you were listening to the broadcast while we were going through all of it, but Alberto, Alvarado, where am I coming from with these things? Alberto just right in turn 1, heading into turn 2, and just the car went around, slid all the way across pit exit and smashed right into the tire wall. We're like, Morgan, gas pedals on the right.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got some serious pace, so he had the leisure of being able to get away with it. So hopefully, we can stay closer in the future and capitalize on those.
yep, there you go. Good job, man. Any shout outs before we move on? I think Alberto's in here with us, so we're gonna talk to him next.
Yeah, Mr. Alvarez, it was a pleasure to race with you guys. Thank you, guys, for coming and broadcasting. Thank you, Pan Am, for hosting us. It's my first time using SimGrid and going through the leagues this way, so it's good to be here, and I'm looking forward to a quite unique schedule for tracks. I got a lot of learning to do this season, so it's going to be good.
Awesome. Congratulations, man. Good job.
Take care, everyone.
All right. Alberto. Oops, wrong button, maybe? No, I'm just kidding, man. Congratulations, man. Good job, dude.
Hey guys, thanks. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, you had us near in tears those last 4 laps, bro.
Oh yeah, I almost had an heart attack there at the end.
That was rough, but you held it together. You had enough of a gap to manage it the rest of the way without the whole front of your car on there. But
Yeah,
you did, man.
yeah. I thought I had to come into the pits and fix it, and that was gonna be the win. But after like the first lap, it was okay. It's not that driving great. Actually, it was awful. But I had the gap, fortunately, to play with it, and did well not to slow down too early. Actually, I spun because I was trying to catch up to Patrick and lap team. So I
Add a
was
little
trying to
insult to
push.
injury.
Yeah, I was pushing there at the end to catch him, and yeah, I paid the price.
Yeah. Well, you had 2 little scary moments. The first one was coming through the S's, and you had to kind of cut through the grass on the track to kind of save that. And then, of course, uh, the tire wall, that was less less easy to manage, but you still put it together and you pulled off a win. Um, I have a question. So, start of the race, 3 turns into the race, did you know what you were going to be up against? Did you think you had something for these guys, or were you kind of nervous about the pace of those AMGs behind you?
I mean, immediately from practice, like the first setup I tried, it was awful, like understeer everywhere, and I was way off the pace. I was like, well, I didn't expect it to be this like close, so I didn't think I would have the pace to win, like I did. But then in quali, I changed the setup. The car was great, and I felt pretty good. Yeah, but yeah, from like after quali, I thought it was gonna be an easy race if I managed it right, which I almost didn't. But
Well, hey, it worked out. You did what you needed to do. You know, it's interesting that you mentioned that you didn't like the way the car was handling. It wasn't fitting the way that you wanted to do this, right? and you made a couple of changes. You know, I think a lot of people think race cars are just you drive the race car, make sure there's air in the tires and fuel in the tank, right? And then it's just all about the driver, but there's so much of it is about the car. I mean, I think that's what my engineering brain loves is the amount of technology and brains that has to go into making a car perform, and then the drivers like yourselves being able to drive the car a few laps and feel there's what's wrong with it, and be able to go in and tinker and work out that piece they don't like, you know? And I think that's pretty awesome. So,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely. I mean, I was joking with Patrick again in practice that like setup do matter because like in one lap I was going a second faster.
yeah,
And
that's crazy.
it maybe the setups were like speed-wise similar, but I didn't like how it drove, so I drove, so I had to change to a different one, and like it was way better.
You picked a good one. So good job.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right, race one's in the books, and you're the big winner. So, good slop of points there for you, heading into round two, which is going to be a very interesting round at Navarro. Have you driven there at Navarro yet? Navarra?
I've driven a few races in the GT4, so I know the layout. I have no idea how a G3 would drive there, so it's gonna be interesting.
Well, you better get some practice because I know two of the guys that you're racing against just raced GT3 cars there, not 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks ago, and pretty stout. So you're gonna have some competition for you there that week, and hopefully, folks that are listening and the rest of the folks in the Pan Am Racing Teams Discord there will get more people out there, give you guys more people to fight with. That'll be a lot of fun. That's the best way
Oh
to do
yeah,
this.
absolutely. Like, bring on the challenge. It's more fun for us, better, like better broadcast to watch if there is more competition. So hopefully some more people join us, and the ones that didn't race but were signed up, like join us next week
Yep. Yep.
because
Interested
it's
to see how that's gonna go. Awesome.
gonna
Well,
be
give
a
give
good
me
one.
a chance for some shout outs, bud, before we head off.
I mean, probably John for like getting this thing on the road with Pan Am and the other guys. You guys for broadcasting for us. That's great. I know your broadcasts are always great.
Thank
And
you.
that, yeah, pretty much it. Maybe
All right.
Patrick for keeping me company during the race. Maybe next race he can be up there fighting for the win. I know he had the pace, pretty good pace today too, but the car was awful to drive for him. So
Oh yeah, he had a few moments, that is for sure, with that car.
yeah,
But hey, it's a Mustang. If you got one, you gotta drive it. That's just how it works. That's how life is. So,
oh yeah, I love the car. I just don't like how it drives,
I
unfortunately.
understand that. I do. All right. Well, thanks a lot, buddy. You have a good night. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thanks,
And
man.
we'll see you on track next week.
Sure.
All right.
Have a good
Later.
one.
All right. That was fun. Well, that's our first one for Pan Am Racing in the books, Picks. We did it. We worked out our little scenario. We made it happen. You made it look as beautiful and awesome as always.
Thank you.
And looking forward to seeing it all next week when we get to Navarra and round two. And get the word out, people. Get some more people in here racing with these guys. There's some good drivers in here that we know, and there's some good drivers in here we just met. So get people out. Go get over to SimGrid, check them out. Details are all in the video description. Links to everything you need to know to get in there. And I believe this is there's no registration fee, correct?
Yes. No fee.
Yeah, no fee. So, I mean, come on. Let's go racing, people. Come on, you can do it. All right. Well, hey, I guess that's it. That's me. I'm Chris. That's Pix. They're in the middle, making everything look pretty, except that hairdo. I don't know what that's all about. No, I'm kidding, bro. Eton, we love you, man. Hope you're watching, having a good time up wherever you happen to be on this gorgeous planet now. And we will see all of you next time, same station, next week, and have a good one. Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.